This is the Self-Help Mentor. Welcome to the Self-Help Mentor series, where I share tips that would empower your journey and enhance your life. So if you are that person that wants to understand life, gain clarity, understand purpose, live a happy and successful life, hit the subscribe button, like, and share. When next a video is uploaded, you would be notified. In today's video, I would be talking about find yourself first. Finding yourself first is more like discovering your values, discovering your passions, your strength. That thing that will drive you and give you so much joy. That is finding yourself. And the truth is, a lot of us are in situations where it's like we're living the life that possibly our parents dictated to us, or we're living the life that the society has caused us to live, or we're living the life based on the environment that we found ourselves. But the truth is, you must intentionally come to that point where you need to find yourself. Earlier in my 20s, I had just graduated from school, and I had served and I was doing a good job. I was very comfortable. I was getting paid well and everything. But somehow in between, I realized that I needed to fill up a vacuum that was in my life at the time. I wasn't feeling fulfilled. I felt like there was something more to me that I needed to be. And I had to take up that step to go on a self-discovery process. And the truth is, every one of us needs to go on that process to come to the fullness of the passions and the true us to be unfolded. And the thing is, it is not about now. A well-known preacher once said that. He said, time is one of the fundamental resources in life. And there will come a point in your life where it will look like it's the end of time and you're just looking back at yourself, some 30, some 40 or 50 years ago. And how would you feel at that point in time? I think, how would you feel? Would you feel like, you know what? I have followed the path that I need to follow? Or would you start having regret to say, oh, I would have done this, or I would have followed this order of my passion and this thing that was inside of me to do? So we need to take up the change that is required, because if you do not take up that change now, you will feel a million times worse when you look at yourself 40 years or 50 years away from this time and you realize that you've actually been living another person's life. Because most times that's the feeling. You feel like you're trying to please every other person. You're trying to please your boss, your parents, your family, and you're not pleasing yourself. So how can we actually find ourselves? What are those things that we should actually do to find out who we truly are? Now, I will start from this place, that a quote that I read from a book that says, right now, it is okay not to know who you are. But it is not okay for you not to take the deliberate effort to find out the true you. It is not okay for you not to wake up every morning with a journal in your hand, just trying to do self-discovery research about who you truly are. And how can you actually do this? I'm going to give us some set of steps that I believe can help us. And one of them is asking yourself some questions. What are you good at? What do you love? What does the world need? What can the world pay for? And permit me to add this other one that says, what are you interested in? Because in my self-discovery process, I realized that I was way interested in helping people. I was way interested in bringing out the best out of a person. When I see a person and I discover that, this person can, be way much more than this. Or even if I'm in a normal conversation with the person, I discover that I'm just trying to release out of me those things that I believe can bring that person to the fullness of the potential that I'd actually observed in that person over time. And you need to actually start asking yourself these questions. It will be able to guide you into finding yourself first. And the second thing I would like to share in this video is change your routine. What you are currently, interested in, change it for a bit. So it could take you to, travel, to some other places, meet new people, and trying to find out events around your vicinity that you can go to and meet up new friends. Because I discovered that, a conversation with a person of knowledge or a conversation with a person that has like passion with you can actually lighten up something inside of you. Much of these I'm going to speak in my next video, but and let me come back to what I'm saying about finding yourself. So it takes a lot of changing your routine, changing the people that you usually have lunch with at work time, just changing your space so you'll be able to get in freshness of what you can be. And you know what? It is very okay for your passion to not be your paycheck. Because at the end of the day, it is possible that you still need to retain your job to be able to, and still drive with your passion. Pardon me there. To be able to drive with your passion, it is still very okay to maintain your 9 to 5 or whatever job that you find yourself doing at the moment to pay your bills. It is fine. But if you are that kind of person that, or maybe you're like me, that, that your passion can also be your main source of livelihood, it is perfect. Oh, that is very good. And there are also some set of people, and let me not forget this, there are some set of people that, they're like a hummingbird. A hummingbird, it hops from one flower to another. That's how it gets its own sort of satisfaction. So there are some people that like that just have a sort of passion for maybe 3 to 4 years. They just have this thing that is pushing them to do a particular thing in a short period of time. It is also fine. The most important thing is that you are doing that which gives you joy and fulfillment. That is what is paramount. So whatever space that you find yourself, do everything that you can to take the deliberate effort to find yourself first. In my next video, I'm going to share us, some ways of when you have found yourself, what is the next thing to do? How do I drive it? How do I go with it? So these are what I'm going to share in the next video. I like to say that discipline is self-love. So whatever it is that you are doing, make sure to be disciplined to take the steps that is required to get you to where you need to be. This is the Self-Help Mentor. Remember to like, subscribe, and share this video to as many that need it. Thank you. God bless.